UK's Online Safety Act just picked a fight with America, and America is actually fighting back. Within weeks, Ofcom is expected to be summoned to a US federal court. And if you're asking why, it's because a New York lawyer is suing the UK government for trying to censor American internet users in the name of child safety, because apparently that's the get-out-of-jail-free card for every authoritarian overreach now. This complaint that was filed in Washington, D.C. says that British and EU regulators have no right to tell American companies what to allow on their platforms, and honestly, they're right. You can't possibly whine about sovereignty every time the EU asks for food labelling standards, and then show up on US soil trying to boss around other companies like you run the place. But here's where things get complicated, because this case is being brought about by two of the internet's most infamous hellholes, 4chan and Kiwi Farms. And no, to clarify, I don't like either of them, you probably don't either, nobody does. And that's the point, because these websites, they make the perfect targets for policy like this, the kind of platforms that you would be embarrassed to defend. But defending freedom of speech doesn't mean defending who says it. It means defending the principle that governments don't get to decide what speech is allowed, especially not foreign governments. The UK, through Ofcom, has threatened fines of up to £18 million, or 10% of total revenues, if these US companies don't comply with the UK's Online Safety Act. They are demanding risk assessments, content removal, and compliance reports from platforms not based in the UK, not operating in the UK, and not beholden to UK law. We're now in a territory of cross-border censorship, of extraterritorial enforcement, of free speech that has absolutely nothing to do with child safety. And whilst I will never be cheering for 4chan or Kiwi Farms, I will say this: if these are the kind of people being targeted today, we know who's next tomorrow. Because this is how authoritarian policy is always tested. It's on the fringes. You start with the controversial, the toxic, the indefensible, and then once the infrastructure is in place, you bring it home. To you, to your DMs, to your timeline. So yes, maybe American free speech laws go too far, but at least they're theirs to debate, the same way that ours should be ours to debate. Because for all of Britain's proud history of Magna Carta, free press, and hard-won civil liberties, we are dangerously close to becoming the empire we once fought against. And that is not just embarrassing, it is a betrayal of everything we once claimed to stand for.